fractional numbers. What is fraction? Fraction means a part of a whole object or part of a collection of objects. When an object is divided into two equal parts, then each part is called 1/2 of the whole. We write it as 1/2. When an object is divided into 3 equal parts, then each part is called 1/3 of the whole. We write it as 1/3. How fractions represent the shaded part? The first picture, the whole circle is shaded, so that represents 1. The second picture, one part of 2 equal parts is represented as 1/2. The third picture, one part out of 3 equal parts, the shaded part is represented as 1/3. Fourth picture, you have 4 equal parts and one part is shaded. So the shaded part is represented as 1/4. When you see the fifth picture, there are 5 equal parts and one part is shaded. So you represent the shaded part as 1/5. You have the sixth picture where the circle is divided into 6 equal parts. There's only one shaded part. So the shaded part is represented as 1/6. Then you have 7 equal parts. So it's represented as 1/7. Next picture has 8 equal parts. One is shaded. So the shaded part is represented as 1/8. Then you have the next circle which has 9 equal parts. One part is shaded. So the shaded part is shown as 1/9. Then you have the last picture. It has 10 equal parts and one part is shaded. So the shaded part is written as 1/10. Let's understand numerator and denominator. A fraction is made up of two numbers. The top number is called the numerator and the bottom number is called the denominator. In the fraction 3/4, 3 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator. Now what's this denominator? This number shows how many equal parts or pieces a whole has been divided into. Let's see what's a numerator. This number shows how many of these pieces or parts are being considered. For example, a ribbon has been divided into 5 equal parts. To explain the concept of numerator and denominator. For example, you want to consider 2 parts. So the parts you consider is in the numerator. So the answer is 2/5. If you want to consider one part of the entire ribbon, then the answer is 1/5. Let's understand fraction of a collection. If we divide a collection of things into 2 or more equal groups, we call each group as 1/2, 1/3, 1/4, and so on. For example, 1/2 of a collection of 6 balls is shown here. 3 balls out of 6 balls here is 1/2 of the collection. The next picture, you have 12 leaves here. The leaves are arranged in 3 rows. So 1/3 of the 12 leaves, if you want to consider, how many leaves are there in one set? 4. So 1/3 of the collection is equal to 4. Likewise, you have 4 rows of cups here. So the denominator is 4. If you want to consider one row, you write the numerator as 1. So 1/4 of total 12 cups, each row is 3, right? That is equal to 3. Fraction can also be formed by taking any number of things from a group. For example, if there is a group of 7 balls and you want to take out 2 balls. So this forms a fraction 2/7 from the whole group. What are like fractions? Fractions with the same denominator are called like fractions. For example, 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, and so on. Note here, 5/5 is a fraction when we take all the equal parts of the whole. When we take all the equal parts made, it is a complete whole. 5/5 is a complete whole. Similarly, 2/2. 3 by 3, 4 by 4, 5 by 5, 6 by 6, 7 by 7, 8 by 8, 9 by 9, 10 by 10, and like these are each a complete whole. Let's understand what are unlike fractions. Fractions having different denominators are called unlike fractions. For example, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, and so on. Similarly, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 5 by 7 are also unlike fractions. Circle the fractions that are like fractions to the first one. Problem number A. We have 5 by 7. Now check out what are the like fractions. From 5 by 12, 5 by 13, 4 by 7, 5 by 9, 3 by 7, 2 by 7, 5 by 8. The like fractions here are 4 by 7, 3 by 7, and 2 by 7. Problem number B. 3 by 8. Now pick up the like fractions from 3 by 7, 3 by 6, 2 by 8, 5 by 8, 3 by 6, 7 by 8, and 8 by 8. The like fractions are 2 by 8, 5 by 8, 7 by 8, and 8 by 8. Now let's do the last one. 5 by 6 is the question. Please pick out the like fractions. 3 by 6, 5 by 7, 5 by 8, 1 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 8, and 2 by 6. The answer is 3 by 6, 1 by 6, 4 by 6, and 2 by 6. Comparing, ordering like fractions. Look at the shaded part of the following strips representing different like fractions. In the first picture, you see only one shaded box. How many boxes are there in total? Count. Yes, there are 6 boxes. So the total number of boxes is in the denominator, that is 6. On the numerator, there is only one shaded part, so we write there 1. So 1 by 6. We also call 1 by 6 as 1/6. Then see the next picture. Again there are 6 boxes and 2 boxes are shaded. So the shaded number of boxes you write in the numerator and the total boxes in the denominator, that is 2 by 6. You can also say 2/6. The next picture that has 6 boxes and 3 are shaded. So you write the shaded on the top in the numerator and the total boxes in the denominator. This is called 3/6. And likewise, you have 4/6, 5/6, and 6/6. Now let us compare each picture. Each of these equal strips is divided into 6 equal parts. The shaded portion of the first strip is less than the shaded portion of the second strip. Therefore, 1 by 6 is less than 2 by 6, or 2 by 6 is greater than 1 by 6. Similarly, the shaded portion of the second strip is less than the shaded portion of the third strip. Therefore, 2 by 6 is less than 3 by 6. Or 3 by 6 is greater than 2 by 6. Thus, we can arrange the fractions in ascending order. That is, 1 by 6 is lesser than 2 by 6, which is lesser than 3 by 6, and 3 by 6 is lesser than 4 by 6, 4 by 6 is lesser than 5 by 6, 5 by 6 is lesser than 6 by 6. So, we can see that if two fractions have same denominators, the fraction with greater numerator represents the greater fraction. For example, so 5 by 6 is greater than 4 by 6 and 4 by 6 is greater than 3 by 6. Similarly, 5 by 8 is greater than 4 by 8 and 4 by 8 is greater than 3 by 8. We can arrange the like fractions in ascending or descending order by arranging the numerators in ascending or descending order. Like for example, 2 by 9, 3 by 9, 7 by 9 and 8 by 9. These are in the ascending order. Likewise, 8 by 9, 7 by 9, 3 by 9 and 2 by 9. These are in the descending order. Now let's learn equivalent fractions. If we multiply the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same non-zero number, we get an equivalent fraction. For example, draw a square and divide it into two parts by drawing a straight line in between. Shade one part. The shaded part becomes the numerator, and the total number of parts are 2. 1 by 2. So to get an equivalent fraction, for example, if we multiply the numerator and the denominator by a same number 2. So the numerator becomes 1 multiplied by 2, that is 2, and the denominator 2 multiplied by 2 becomes 4. So 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4. Now 2 by 4 is called a equivalent fraction. Now let's see how 2 by 4 is represented in the diagram. Now draw a square and divide the square into 4 parts. Now to show 2 by 4 in this diagram, shade 2 parts. Numerator 2 shows the shaded parts. Now let's take another equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. That is, you multiply another number, that is 3, for example. So the numerator is 1 multiplied by 3. The numerator becomes 3, and denominator multiplied by 3 again. 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6. So you get 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 6. Now to represent 3 by 6 in the diagram, draw another square and divide it into 6 parts and shade 3 parts. So 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 6. Thus 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4 is equal to 3 by 6. Each of these fractions show the same part of the square. So each of these fractions has the same value. Such fractions are called equivalent fractions. Now let's learn what is addition of like fractions. To add like fractions, add the numerators. The denominator stays the same. Now draw first circle to represent 3 by 8. For 4 by 8, also draw another circle and make. So 3 by 8 plus 4 by 8 is equal to, since the denominator stays the same, write the denominator as 8 and the numerators are 3 plus 4, it becomes 7. Now to represent 7 by 8, draw another circle and make 8 parts and shade the 7 parts. Let's also see subtraction of like fractions. To subtract like fractions, subtract the numerators. The denominator stays the same. Similarly, represent 7 by 8 in the form of circle. To represent 2 by 8, draw another circle. So how will you subtract 7 by 8 minus 2 by 8? The denominator stays the same. So write 8 there in the denominator in your answer and simply subtract 7 minus 2. That gives you 5. 5 by 8. Now represent this 5 by 8 in your circle. So 7 by 8 minus 2 by 8 gives you 5 by 8. Now let us do word problems. Example 1. Stephen read 2 by 5 of a book on Monday and 1 by 5 of it on Tuesday. What fraction of the book did he read in all? Now for the solution, write fraction of the book read on Monday is equal to 2 by 5. Fraction of the book read on Tuesday is equal to 1 by 5. Fraction of the book read in all is equal to 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5 is equal to 3 by 5. Thus, Stephen read 3 by 5 of the book in all. Now let's see example 2. If 7 boys went to a book fair and 4 of them went for the quiz, then what fraction of them remained at the book fair? Now write down the solution. Number of boys who went to the book fair is equal to 7. Number of boys who went for the quiz is equal to 4. So number of boys who remained at the book fair is equal to 7 minus 4, which is equal to 3. Now to know the fraction of boys who stayed at the book fair is 3 by 7. Hearts. Copy the strip below in your notebook and shade 3 by 5. Repeat this by shading in different ways till you have completed all possible ways of showing 3 by 5. Now let's see how many you get. Let me give you a small hint here. Now to show 3 shaded portions, you may shade the first box and the last 2 boxes. Then you may shade the last 2 boxes and the second box, or the first 2 boxes and the last box, or shade the first box, third box and the last box. So there are many ways. Now question number 2. Given below are 6 squares of the same size. Write the fraction that is shaded in each square with the denominator as 16 in each case. First picture, there are 16 boxes, 3 shaded portions. So the answer is 3 divided by 16. Now similarly, in the second picture, you have drawn all 16 equal boxes, right? Total, including the 4 that is shaded. So 4 divided by 16. Now the third picture. The third picture has 4 shaded boxes. Here also 4 divided by 16 is the answer. In the fourth picture. Have you drawn it as 16 equal portions? So the shaded parts are on the top left are 4 parts and the bottom right are 4 parts. Correct? So 4 plus 4 are 8. 8 are the shaded parts. 8 by 16 is the answer for the fourth picture. Now let's go to the fifth picture. If you have made 16 portions in the box, you will see number of shaded portions are 10. So 10 by 16 is the answer. 16 boxes that you have made in this last picture. The shaded part is 8. So the answer is 8 by 16. So problem number 3. There are 16 guavas in a basket and half of them are ripe. The number of ripe guavas in the basket is, divide the 16 guavas into 2 parts. Yes, the answer is 8. The next question. Out of 36 mangoes, 1/4 have been eaten. The number of mangoes remaining is, you can make 4 portions out of those 36 mangoes. Divide in equal parts. Okay? And remove 1 part of it. Now count the mangoes in all the 3 remaining parts. The number of remaining mangoes is 27. Next, let's look at values and life skills. Now, here's a story. Tom invited 10 friends to his birthday party, but only 7 friends came. Next day, Sam invited 10 friends to his birthday party, but only 4 friends came. Now, write this in the form of fraction. Now, fill in the blank. How many of Tom's friends came? So, you can show it as, represent it in fraction form. So, you write 7 by 10, or you can say 7/10 of Tom's friends came. Next, how many of Sam's friends came? Only 7 of his 10 friends whom he invited have come for his birthday party. So you can write, or 4/10 of Sam's friends came. Who is more friendly, Tom or Sam? Or how many friends want to go to Tom's party or Sam's party? Now let's compare 7 by 10 and 4 by 10. Let's see which number is greater. So the denominator remains the same. Now see the numerator. Which number is larger, 7 or 4? Correct. 7 is a bigger number. So who is more friendly here? Tom. Tom is more friendly than Sam. Now let's do some conceptual understanding through enrichment. Now using a number line to represent a fraction. As numbers are represented on a number line, fractions can also be shown in a number line. Each fraction number line starts at 0 and ends in 1. The denominator of the fraction decides into how many equal parts we divide the whole number line from 0 to 1. The numerator of the fraction decides how many of these equal parts we take. For example, if you want to represent 1 by 2 on a number line, the denominator 2 shows you divide the number line into 2 equal parts. So, to divide into 2 equal parts, you start from the left side 0. and divide the line into 2 equal parts, and then you write 1 on the other end. The middle part will be 1 by 2. Now, if you want to represent 2 by 3 on the number line, write 0 on the left end, write 1 on the right end of the corner of the line. Now, divide this line into 3 equal parts. So, the first part will be 1 by 3 and the second part will be 2 by 3 and the last part will be 1. Next, let's do 4 parts from 0 to 1. So write 0 on the number line on the left hand corner and write 1 on the right hand corner. Now divide this line into 4 equal parts. So the first part will be 1 by 4, the second part will be 2 by 4, the third part will be 3 by 4 and the fourth part is 1